guys. So for Random Thoughts Thursday today, something I thought I should do is explain a little bit about what barrel racing jackpots are and how the 4D system works. So some of you that are barrel racers are probably just like, okay, I don't even need to watch this, and that's fine. But this is more so for, you know, my viewers that do other events or maybe aren't horse people at all, and maybe don't want to ask these questions if you're just starting to barrel race. I get it, but I'm going to answer that question for you. So what is a 4D barrel race? I'm going to tell you how it works. There's a little meme floating around about trying to explain, you know, I'm going to show it to you. I'm hoping that my explanation is a little bit easier to understand. All right, so hopefully I can explain it and keep it kind of easy, because to me, in my head, it makes sense, but you know, to everyone else, it might not. So a barrel racing jackpot, is something that usually has 4 divisions. So I'm gonna explain to you how the 4 divisions get set. There's also sometimes 5 divisions, so just because it wasn't complicated enough. So what happens? The fastest time sets the divisions. So the 1D is the fastest time, and then there's increment splits on the way down to split up the rest of the time. So there's a reason that this was brought in and introduced, and that was because unless you have a pro level horse, you would go to these barrel races and not be able to make money. So this kind of makes it a little bit more of an even playing field and gives everybody a chance. So even if your horse is not necessarily of the pro caliber, it doesn't mean that you can't go have fun and make some money. It's also good when you're riding, you know, a young horse or that kind of thing, because it gives you a chance and the opportunity to go and compete, maybe make some money, and also kind of gauge against where you would be against a pro level rider. I feel like a school teacher with my whiteboard. I might have liked school if there was barrel racing class. Okay, so I don't know if there's really an easy way for me to do this. All angles feel weird, but I'm going to show you what I mean about the 4D system. So we have a 4D barrel race. Okay, so the 1D is set by the fastest time. So let's just say the fastest time at that barrel race is a 17:0. Okay, so that person's going to win the barrel race with their 17:0. Okay, so the person's going to win the barrel race with a 17:0, and anyone from a 17:0 on down to a 17:499 is going to be in what's called the 1D. 17:499. Sorry. Okay, so the 2D is going to be a half a second off of that. So the person that's going to win the 2D is the person that runs a 17.5 or closest to. So for example, if no one ran a 17.5, a 17.6 could win the 2D. So anyone that ran a 17.5 to a 17.999 is going to be in the 2D. Now the 3D, another half a second. So the 3D is going to be won by an 18.0, and now things are going to change a little bit. So from the 3D to the 4D is a whole second. So anyone from an 18.0 to an 18.999, they're going to be in the 3D, and then the 4D is going to be a 19.0 and on. Okay, so to me, in my head, that makes sense. We have the fast time, half second split off of that is the 2D, half second split off of that again is the 3D, and then a full second split is the 4D. So I find it easy to understand. If you don't, that's okay. Okay, so now the 5D. This is a new thing, and it makes it a little bit more confusing. So with a 5D system, the only thing that's going to change, these are all going to stay the same up here, except for that. And what happens is it just breaks up the 4D. So how we said before the 4D was an entire second off of the 3D, in a 5D system, it adds another half second. So it splits up that 4D in the traditional system. So in a 5D system, an 18.5 would win the 4D, and then the 5D would be the 19.0 and on. Make sense? Okay, so hopefully that was helpful and not more confusing. The thing is that I'd say probably 90% of barrel races are run as a 4D with that time split. However, there are some places that like to make it a little more complicated. So I've ran at barrel races that are 1 second split. So they'll have a 3D and be 1 second increments in 3 divisions. Or a lot of barrel races in Alberta run a 7/10 split. So the 1D is say a 17.0 and the 2D is gonna be a 17.7 and onward. I find that really confusing because to me, adding sevens in my head is hard. I don't know why, but half seconds seem to just be easier. So majority of barrel races are gonna run on that 4D system, half second, full second. Well, you guys, I hope that was kind of helpful. So that explains a little bit about what a 4D or 5D barrel race is.